This is how you're gonna make a nightstand. So here on the reference level, just go to extrusion and click the square, the rectangle tool, square, whatever. Just make any type of square or rectangle. Obviously, if you're modeling after a certain nightstand, enter those dimensions, but for right now, I'm gonna enter random dimensions. So I'm gonna do 25 by 30. And I'm going to select that whole thing, press MV on my keyboard, or just press the move icon, and I'm going to center those on the reference lines. This line right here needs to align with this line here. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the check mark, go to the front view, zoom all the way in, and I'm just going to press LI on my keyboard just so I can draw a guideline for how tall I want this nightstand. I'm going to make it 20 inches tall, and I'm just going to connect this to the top of that, but leave some thickness for the top of the nightstand. And I'm going to delete that, and now I'm just going to go back to reference level, go to create extrusion, make another square the same, right, it's technically this is a rectangle, but I'm going to make that again, and I'm just going to push it in just a little bit so I can have a little bit overhang. If you need specific dimensions, I would go back to the reference level, click edit extrusion, and just make these the same length on all sides. But I am going to pull this in some, and now I pulled this in a little bit further because I need to have room not only for overhang at the front, but also for the thickness of the drawer front. And now, unless it's going to be flush with the actual base of the nightstand, then you might not need to make that much room, but I'm not going to make this one flush. So now I'm going to go to the front. I'm going to pull this up a bit. I'm going to press LI and really do like 3 inches. And I'm going to press AL on my keyboard so I can align this with the top of this line. So as I'm highlighting the line, it's not necessarily getting the top, it's just getting the entire line. So I'm going to press the tab, and as you can see, a blue circle highlights, and I'm going to click that blue circle. And now I'm going to click the bottom of the line, bottom of the nightstand base. Now I'm going to delete this dot line. I'm going to go back to reference level, and I'm going to create circular legs, but you can do square pegs, whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to select that, press MM on my keyboard, or you can select the mirror icon, and I'm going to just mirror this over on all sides. But I'm actually going to move this back a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to select the check mark, go to front, and then I'm going to create extrusion. I'm in the front view, go to the square tool again, and I'm just going to create these long drawers. And I'm going to select this, press CO on my keyboard to copy it down, just like that. And I'm going to select the check mark, and I'm going to go, you can either go to the right for this one, or you can go to the reference level. But I'm going to go to the right, and I'm just going to drag this. Right now you're looking at the side of the nightstand. I'm going to drag this and make the thickness of the drawer fronts approximately accurate. And now I'm going to go to the side. No, I'm going to go to the front actually. And now I'm going to do the handles, the hardware. So I'm going to go to create, extrusion. I'm going to go to the circular one. Since I have circular legs, I'm just going to do circular hardware. And I'm just going to do 1/2 inch. Select it, copy it down. And I'm going to go to the right, but once again, you can go to the front as well. Guess I'll go to the front this time. Pull this back some. And then now, I'm going to go to the front again. Create extrusion circle. And now I'm just going to make this a bit bigger than the 1/2 inch. And I'm going to copy this down and over. Once again, you can go to the reference level or the right side. And I'm just going to drag that up and back. And as you can see, make sure to change it to hidden line so you're not like seeing through everything. And as you can see, this is the final result of how you make a cute and simple nightstand. This is version 1. And now I'm going to move on to a different version of a nightstand that you could make. Okay, so the second type of nightstand I'm going to show you how to make is more of a decorative one, and it's going to feature some raised panel and some beveled edge design detail. So, and it's really simple. So in the front view, I'm going to draw a few guidelines. You can add reference lines. I find that a bit extra, but it's whatever you feel is comfortable with you and your work. So the height is going to be 25 inches. And then I'm going to draw a 28-inch line because the nightstand is going to be 28 by 28. So I'm going to move this 28-inch line to the center. And that's going to cover my height and my width. And now I'm going to go to the reference level. And I'm going to do model line, which is a detail line. That's what I consider it to be. And I'm going to draw a 28 by 28 inch square. And this is going to cover my width and my depth. And I'm going to put that on the center of these reference lines. It looks like this one, I may be a little extra, but it looks like it's already on the center. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the front view, and you can move this line down to the height if you want. But okay, so I'm going to create extrusion, and now I'm going to just draw a random line here. Well, it's not random, but and then now I'm going to copy this line at a random distance from the other one. And then I'm going to actually make this line a bit shorter. And I'm going to go to this Start in Radius Arc tool. And I'm going to angle this at a random angle. And then I'm going to connect the last one to the top of this line. And then I'm going to mirror that. Select it, press MM on my keyboard to mirror. And that is it for the, I don't want to call it a countertop, tabletop, whatever. I'm going to press the check mark and go to the reference level and bring this all the way back to where I made the square. And I'm going to delete the square. So just select all the lines, press tab if it's not selecting the first time. And now I'm going to delete these lines here. So this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it has that beveled curve to it, making it more detailed and traditional looking. So now I'm going to draw the base / the body of the nightstand. Go to create extrusion, the square / rectangle tool, and then I'm going to draw that full, and I'm going to bring it in just a little bit to account for overhangs. And I'm bringing this one back a bit farther because I am doing a raised panel, so I'm not sure how much space I'm going to need. Now I'm going to click the check mark, go to front, bring that up. And I always like to account for 3 inches for the toe kick / legs. And going back to the reference level, I'm going to go and do some square legs. So I'm going to select that, MM, and then MM again. I just have to move it up some. And then MM over once more. So I'm going to click the check mark, go to front. And those are the legs. So this is what we have right now. And now I'm going to go back to the front view and go to create. I'm going to go to blend. And right now we are editing the base because it's giving you the option to edit the top, but we're editing the base first. So do not click edit top until you're ready to edit the top. So now I'm going to draw a random size square. Now I'm going to edit the top. And I'm going to do that again, but I'm just going to now bring it in some. And now I'm going to click the check mark, go to the right view. You can do this from the top view, but I find it maybe a bit easier to understand from the right. And as you can see, this is the raised panel. This is usually inside of another. So if you want to draw that, you can. In fact, I'm going to go back and do that. I feel like it looks a bit more normal that way. So I'm actually going to edit the base first. And then I'm going to move that to where the top is. And now I'm going to edit the top and move that in some. Now I'm going to go to create extrusion, and I'm just going to create a panel on the outside of that. Now I'm going to go to the right view and moving the blend up a little bit. And that's how that's looking, and basically just going to try to copy this all over. And as you can see, it was a really quick and easy fix to go back and add that other panel behind it. And what I'm going to do with this part is I'm going to create a hollow opening for quick and easy grabbing things. So I'm going to go to create, void forms, void extrusions, the rectangle / square tool. And I'm just going to press AL on my keyboard to align this with that. And now I'm going to click the check mark, go to reference level, and you can bring it back as far as you want, to be honest. I guess that's a good stopping point. And as you can see, it's hollow there, and you can see in it. So now I need to make the hardware. So I'm actually going to go to the reference level, and I'm going to go to create extrusion, and I'm going to make some hardware. I don't even know what the style of this one's called, but it's more of a pull instead of a knob. I'm not making mine super even because I'm just doing this for demonstration of the video. But if you're following a certain spec, then obviously you want to make that even according to the dimensions. It may be like a 5-inch center to center or whatever. So if it won't let you press CO and copy it down, it won't let you go side to side, just select it and press Control Copy and then press Control V to paste it. And as you can see, I can place it anywhere. So it's real simple. So this is the final holiday look. with a little bit of glitz and glam. JK. But thank you all so much for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. God bless. And I will be coming with more different types of interior design content starting soon.